Hello everyone, I'm Fudge3004. Welcome back to Satisfactory. Thank you for coming to hang out with me. I always enjoy having you here. So sit back, relax, enjoy the video, and let's get into some gaming. So these are the refineries that I have hooked up to the oil pipeline from all the way out there. So if you follow these power lines, it's over there and a little bit to the left. And there's of course some nodes out there, and then the pipeline is coming all this way over here. And so I got this up and running. Right now there is some rubber in here. We're getting quite a bit more in. I'm going to have to set up the tractor routes soon. And then there is plastic in this one. So they're definitely getting filled a little bit. It isn't like full, but it is definitely coming. So there is that. And it's working okay. I am having a little bit of an issue though. And I'll go ahead and go over that real quick while I still can. So this is one refinery, and then over here is another refinery. So you can see the two lines coming from it. One's doing plastic, one's doing rubber. But in these pipes, I don't know why and what's going on, but as you can see, the heavy oil residue is really low. I don't know why it's so low. I don't know how to make it be full. I don't know how to do it. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So if you have any idea to, maybe give me some advice for what I can do, that would be great. I have both lines going into one line here for the thing to burn, make the petroleum coke, the other refinery. I had it into both lines because, you can see this right here. And this one was doing some, this one was doing a bit. Down here, you can see there's quite a bit more down here. And then it gets really full and then it drops back down again. But these parts right here are a lot wider than they are up here. So I don't know why I'm having so little up here, but more down there. And it doesn't matter which line I go to. Even this one right here, you can see the gaps there compared to the gaps there. And I don't really understand what I'm doing wrong. So down here in the oil, this thing is full. So it keeps on staying full with 50.3, and the other one is also staying full at 50.3. So it isn't that like I don't have enough oil actually coming in. I do have the oil coming in. And this is the other one, and it's at 53, so it's completely full, is what I'm saying, on both lines. And these pumps are working to get the crude into there. There's a pump there, there is a pump there, and then I have another pump down there, and the way over there, I do have another pump, and, excuse me, down here, I also have one of those buffers, those fluid buffers. Maybe I need one between the two things. I did try putting one in, and nothing really happened. It just stayed the same. So I don't know what is going on or why it is doing that, but this guy is completely full. As you can see, he's all the way to the top, no sloshing or anything. So I don't know why this is happening. I really wish I did know, but I don't. In any case, I do have this up and running. I have not set up the tractor routes yet. That has not been done, so soon I'm going to have to get that done because, again, we're going to be, running low on room. But everything else seems to be working pretty good, but it is making the plastic, and that's what matters. So you can see how wide that is there. Well, now it's doing a little bit better for whatever reason. This one is almost full. It was not working very good earlier. I don't know why it is now. I'm not going to mess with stuff for right now, that's for sure. But it is doing what I want it to do, and that's the important part. And I didn't know if I was going to be able to have both of them do it, but both of them are keeping up on the petroleum coke as that comes out of that one, and then it is being split right here, going down there so it can refill the tractors, and I will have it go up here and over to the other one. So this other one is also full. So everything is working as far as that part goes. It's just the crude oil or the whatever refined oil that isn't working so good. I don't know what I am doing wrong or what is happening. This line looks almost completely full now. And these ones are better, but they're still not as good as they could be. So I just wanted to show you that so that you could see, and it's working pretty good. Now we just need to get things. I want to wait till these are quite a bit fuller before I start moving the tractors around, so that way the plastic can be, you know, just continually moved if at all possible. Because I want to do that so that way we have, you know, a lot of plastic. Right now, what I am doing, of course, is waiting for stuff to be gone. And I'll show you where that is. I showed it last time, but I'm going to go and go over that real quick one more time. I am waiting for this cargo container down here to get empty. Once this one is empty, I'll be shutting it off, and I'll just reroute this conveyor to probably go over there somehow easier. And then I will start getting stuff going. So I don't need to worry about stuff as much. And I want to get rid of these here too, because I can make those in here. I'm just waiting to get some of the containers empty so I can kind of streamline the process, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of the extra power things, because right now, let me go to one that is hooked up. We'll just go ahead and go to here. We have 1740 megawatts power. Maximum consumption with everything running is 1277. So that's what we can use. So we'll have way more power than we need, which is good. That's what I was going for the whole time. And so all of that is happening right now. In the case of what is going on, I'm going to use both tractors or even build another tractor, which I can do. And I have a whole bunch of petroleum coke or coal and stuff, so I can get a whole bunch of stuff done. Everything is working. All the coal is being moved and all of that stuff. This guy is coming down very slowly. The copper, I want to get him done so that he is gone, and then I can, you know, again, get rid of things. We built this up here because now we need to get the adaptive control units in. That's the only thing that we don't have right now in. We have everything else. We have those motors, and we have those blocks for the whatever those are up there. I forget what they are, but they are really good blocks, and they are up there. And it looks like this guy is actually, there's 50 adaptive control units. Sweet. Okay, that's going to be good. They should be making quite a few now, and maybe what I can do is figure out a place to maybe set up a container for those, because the container is going to be useful for this kind of high-end stuff, because it takes like almost a minute for these to be made. So let me go ahead and see about putting in a container. That way I can have those. This doesn't have to be anything major or anything, but I want to make sure that we can keep that kind of stuff going. So I'm going to put that over here. Maybe I can kind of line it up with this. I just have to figure out. It's almost up to this line. Okay. That will help. And that way I will know. I don't think I can put it. Nope, I cannot put it any closer. We're just going to do that for right now, and then I will take a line from there, and I will put it in there. That's actually most of a straight line, if you can believe that. That really doesn't hardly ever happen. Those are cool looking things, I do gotta say, man. That is pretty cool looking. Oh, you can see the circuit boards and everything inside. How do you like that? That's just pretty awesome. I think that's amazing that is looking so cool. Now we are making computers and the circuit boards, automated wiring, and the heavy modular frames, because we have the versatile framework is what I was trying to come up with, and then we have the heavy modular engines. We have all of that done, so we're doing pretty good right now. Let's just go ahead and get over there, and let's go see if we can put in these adaptive control units. If we can get them in, then we can fire this guy off, and that would be good. Then we can get to level 5, I want to say. I don't know if it is 4. Okay. So we have 50 of these. Let's just go ahead and put these in. Okay. We now have half of those in. It's going to take a little bit for that to be done, but I just wanted to show you what I was doing over there with the plastic and the rubber. I talked about doing it, and I finally got it done. So Hopefully it works out good, and yeah, that is going to actually be really, really good. I have been watching a few videos to figure out how to use some of the stuff in the store here, like the foundations and walls and all kinds of different things here that we can use to make things with. And I think that's actually going to be really, really good. Like, you know, people have been using catwalks for things, and they've been using the frame pillars and all kinds of stuff to build like walls, and then they've been using metal barriers, and then, you know, having signs behind them, the LED signs or the LCD signs, whatever they are, like the displays, and they light them up, and then they put those barriers there, and it looks white, and it's pretty amazing what some people can do that I've seen here. It's pretty doggone awesome, I do gotta say. We need to research stuff too in the MAM, so we need to get some stuff going. We need to do some alien megafauna, and we need to figure out, okay, medical inhaler. I guess we need to do some things. There's that structural analysis. Okay, so we need to make bioorganic properties. We need an alien DNA capsule, and I'm not too sure where that is. We'll have to go see, but I want to look at some of this other stuff too. We don't have any SAM, so we're not going to do that. We can do the Caterium. I think I have some ingots and the quick wire, and then we can open up a zip line. That would actually be really good. Let's go get, I don't know if we put the ingots in or not. We'll try an ingot, we'll do some quick wire, and we'll start going down that route, and we'll go see what we can figure out there. I forgot that I had some plastic in this box over here, and I totally forgot. So what I'm going to do is move the plastic. I already grabbed a full inventory's worth, because we're completely out of plastic, I'm sure, up over here. And hopefully we can get some things going over here again, because we got to keep this plastic going. Why am I up here? I don't want to be up here. Let's go back down. Okay, let's go over here. Let's go put the plastic into here. This one should be the plastic. We can get all that in, and this one should be the rubber, which should, yep, it still has plenty in it. So the plastic was basically being run completely out. I'm going to go ahead and move all that plastic over. I completely forgot about it. Then we can have enough plastic in there, at least to keep that going for a little bit, so we don't have to worry as much about plastic. That would be good. That would really help out a lot, because I really want to do that. Then I'll get the Caterium going, and that won't take too terribly long to do. I did grab some of the quick wire, which is from the Caterium. We just need to go and get some ingots going, and that won't be too terribly hard to do. And then we'll have that going. Just let me just go ahead and take like a little bit of that. We can get a few of those, and then we should be able to research that, get that going. Try to see about the zip line. I have seen about the zip line, but I've never actually, of course, obviously made one yet. So that's going to be very interesting when we do get that far, and hopefully we'll be able to get something done with that. I don't know how it works or anything like a zip line, I'm sure, but again, I've never been on a zip line, so I couldn't tell you anything about that. That plastic should last for a few minutes, or so we hope. And then again, as I go, I'm going to, as I get rid of these containers, I'm going to move these foundations and start lining them up a lot better, so that things can match up, and it'll make for a lot easier factory building once I actually get going that far, which is coming along pretty good. Let me go get this stuff done. So I have the Caterium. I just need to make the ore, or the ingots. And then I think I should be doing pretty good, because I have not made any ingots yet. Let me just go ahead and put in a piece. If I could just put in one piece, that would actually be good, but I don't think that's going to happen. And I'm actually just going to go ahead and grab some. Okay. There we go. I don't need to have that go into and make, go into there and make quick wire. I don't need any more of that. So we got that done. Now let's go over to here and let's go to Caterium. Now let's go ahead and we will do this. 50. Holy moly, we need 50 of that. Oh, start research. Okay. There we go. Sometimes I just can't see things right. Analysis of Caterium ingots completed. Please choose a new node in the tree to begin a new analysis.
Research completed. Caterium ingot recipe unlocked. New Caterium research available.
Okay, let's go ahead and do this one. We only have, we need 50 of those babies. Holy moly. Okay. Well, I guess I am going to be busy for a little bit doing a couple of things. So let me go ahead and get this done. Maybe what I should do, I don't want the quick wire as I said. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this guy. And then I will just put in a container again. So that way I don't have to worry about it. And then that should be good to go. Okay, and then we'll just turn this guy back on. And I'll just go ahead and dump in a whole bunch of the Caterium that I have. And hopefully that will work. So I think I have found a Caterium vein, but I'm not too sure. I have to go see. But I have been looking for Caterium, and it looks like I have found a Caterium. Nice. So I'm going to go and see if I can set up a driller. I just have to get back up here. And that's going to be one of the hardest parts. And it looks like there's also a guy right over there, or a thing to get right over there. He has to come down to me, which he's going to try to do, of course. So let me go see if I can get rid of him and get that slug up there. That would be good. Okay, now so all I gotta do is get up here, go and get this slug. So I built a bunch of ramps to get up here because there was no other way to get up here, and I may have to get some sort of thing built to get some of that down into a container or something. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that, but anyway, right here is the Caterium, so I can actually get a bunch of Caterium. I think we're going to be needing it for something anyway, but if I can get a bit, that would be good, and then we can have it be shipped down to somewhere around here, and our base isn't really too terribly far away. It's actually pretty close. We just got to watch out for that nasty stuff, that gas over there. Maybe I can have a ship down to like somewhere on there. The tractor's right down somewhere beneath us, so what I gotta do is actually get this going, and I should be able to do okay. I just want to get this built first, and that's going to require a little bit of work on my part, because now I gotta go back and make a drilling thing so I can get that going. So these are the ramps that I made. They're just 4-meter ramps, but they work, and that's what I'm looking for. Let me just go ahead and make another one coming off the end of here, so that way I can actually get up here a little bit easier. Then I don't have to worry about fighting it as much. There is another slug somewhere around, but I'm not going to get too terribly worried about him right now. I'm going to have to make some more jetpack fuel because I'm getting a little bit low right now. And go find a ZL tractor. Tractor's right over here. I had to go a little ways because I wasn't too sure exactly where the Caterium was. It just says it was close, like 100 some odd meters away. And I'm like, okay, what is close to you? And then I figured out. I thought it might have been up there, but I wasn't sure, and so it was. Now I just have to get a driller going and then have it be piped down here, and then we can go and pick it up, and we can just use a tractor or whatever. It's not a big deal. I'm not as worried about that, but I am just trying to get things done, so hopefully we will have enough stuff. I'll go see if we can actually do... Boy, wrecking all over the place. A couple of things. For one thing, we're going to have to take out these guys. If I can get these guys done, then I don't have to worry about them. Then I could pick up all of their hides and stuff, and that would be good. Then we can go get that stuff. We probably will need more of them later. I don't know. We'll have to find out. But let's get back home and let's go see if we can get that done. I might not have to be as worried about that as I thought that I was, and I'll show you in a quick minute. Let's go over here. Let's go get out that 47 that we have in there. We should have enough, not that it's going to last a long time, but if we can get some of this other research going, then that would be good. So we'll have to have some more for the wire anyway. But I do have the 50 for that, so let me just go ahead and start that research, taking that out of my inventory. I will need more for the wire anyway. I am just going to have to do that anyway. Now let's quick wire completed. Confirm.
Research completed. Quickwire recipe unlocked. New Caterium research available.
Okay. Now that we got that, what I'm going to have to do is definitely get some more because I need 100 for that zip line, and I'm going to need some for there, and I don't know that I'm going to need some for there anyway, and then all this stuff is going to take a lot more. So I might as well just go up there and get that built, and then we can make a bunch of Caterium stuff. Let's go research some other things. If we get mycelia, we can actually get 25 mycelia and then that, and we can get some fabric. Okay, I have everything that I need for this, the fabric, so let's go ahead and start that research. Let's get that done. Confirm.
Research completed. Fabric recipe unlocked. New mycelia research available.
Okay, toxic cellular modification. We're going to have some more mycelia, and it looks like whatever that is. Well, let's go ahead. Let's do this medical properties one real quick before we go on, because that, I don't know what that is. Gas nobelisk. I don't know. We don't have anything like that, so I'm not going to worry about that. Let's go and do this one right here. Start this research.
Medical properties of local mycelia established. New research options available. Medical inhaler variants.
Okay, so there's a vitamin inhaler, which is good. We can get some more of that. We have enough. And that we need to make, it looks like some of the protein. Any of the protein, it doesn't matter. And we can get some bacon agaric and the mycelia, and we'll do that. And we'll also see about doing that too. Let's go and do this vitamin inhaler first. We'll get this one done, and then we'll do the other one.
Vitamin inhaler recipe unlocked. Not only does it restore your health, it also acts as a preventative supplement against scurvy and other shortage-induced conditions. Unfortunately, it does not improve aesthetics, but Pioneer helmets are built to withstand extreme circumstances.
Okay. Now we just need the bacon, and we will make some things from whatever that we have. We should have enough stuff somewhere that we can make. It's all over there, isn't it? So we can make a bit of the protein stuff. That should be in here. Let's just go ahead and take these hatcher remains that we have here. I guess those are already on us. We can go ahead and take that. We can go ahead and make some of the proteins, I do believe. Let's go see about making some proteins real quick. Okay, we will do the hog protein. We'll get that done. Okay, there we go. I don't know how much we're going to need. Let's go take a look. And we need the bacon agaric. That should be over here, I do believe. And hopefully we can get that going too. We'll just take out the bacon and then we will get this happening. So let's go ahead and go to the nutrients. Is that the one that I wanted? No, it is not. Mycelia. That's the one that it was. Oh, cool. We have more than enough. Let's go and do this research.
Therapeutic inhaler recipe unlocked. It smells like fried breakfast-induced cardiac arrest, but surprisingly, it restores you to full health.
That's funny. That's funny. That's pretty silly. Oh, shoot. We're going to have some of that plastic stuff to get that one done. And okay. We don't have any of the fabric. We got to look at making fabric from somewhere. We may need mycelia. So what I'm going to have to do is probably... let's find a constructor. I guess that might work. And let's go see about the recipes and go see if there is a way that we can. Oh, power shards. Okay, cool. I think that's what we need, but I'm not too sure. I'll have to go look. And then, of course, we have all the proteins. So that is not in there. I don't know where we are going to make that. It could be in here. Okay, that's definitely not in there. Where do we make... Let me go see where we can make any of the fabric. That I'm just not too sure of. This is all new to me, and we're just going to have to figure this out together. There's the fabric. Okay, cool. So we do have enough stuff. We definitely need a lot more mycelia to be able to craft the fabric. So that means I'm going to have to drop a lot of stuff out of my inventory. Got the electric lines hooked up so I can take it from there all the way up. Wrong one. There we go. From there all the way up to this one. And then that should actually provide the power. There we go. Now we're going to have the Caterium going into there. And I just dropped it via one of these, even though it's kind of in the rock, down to a container right down there. So hopefully that will help and that will get some of that stuff going. We can actually see it from the other side. Should be able to see it working its way down there. There we go. It's now working its way kind of through the rock. I know it's a little funky, but I guess if it works, then it works. So we'll be able to have enough Caterium to go for a really, really long time. And that's my whole goal, is to have some things working. And then we can worry about hauling some of the stuff over, the Caterium, later. But for right now, we're going to take some, of course. But we're not going to take all of it, obviously, because we just don't have enough room. And our inventory is kind of a little bit full for right now. We do have 3 spots, so we can at least take a few Caterium. I'm going to wait for that to build up a little bit, and then we will take some over, and then we should be able to do pretty good. So one of the things that I have learned about the game is this space elevator that we're building, it is actually doing something up there. And apparently it's talked about almost every time that we make a major advancement about saving humanity. And that's what that is all about, is saving humanity. I did see a video on somebody that actually did do the end, and they got all the way to the last phase, and then they did things to go and save humanity. I don't want to give any spoilers away or anything, but it is pretty interesting of what we're doing, and it's very cool. So that is the name of the game, is we are saving humanity, and that's our goal, is to save humanity. I had one of my friends ask me what's kind of the point of the game, and I was like, well, you know, to be honest, I don't know. So let me go look up and try to find out. It's still a ways away. It's going to take a long time to do, but I think it's going to be worth it, and it's going to be pretty cool once we can get that done. But that is what we're doing, is saving humanity. Every time we do things, we always, end up having a bunch of things happen where, it says, you're saving humanity kind of thing. In any case, that's what we are doing, and we're going to be getting that done, and hopefully that will be happening here soon. We'll take those other pieces out, and then we should be able to launch uh, the space elevator up to the top and get phase 4 started, which is probably going to be very complicated compared to what we have been doing, but I think we're doing fairly decent. We haven't got to phase 4 yet, so I don't know how it's going to affect things once we do get to that point. I have a whole bunch of the Caterium now going in the smelter, making the ingots. So that way we can get that done. We'll have to make a bunch of wire, but I'll worry about that a little bit later. For right now, what I want to do is go get this done so we can go to the next level. I think that's going to be the most important part. And then this will help us out quite a bit. So there should be... There's only 14 of them in there? Holy moly. We need quite a few more. What is the hold up? Automated wiring. Actually, I think we have some automated wiring on us. Okay, that'll help. And I need to go down and go see. If there's some automated wiring right there. Heading right down. Okay. So it is actually getting done. It's just taking a lot longer than what I think it should. But I don't know what is the hold up there. So I'm going to go down and go see what I can do to help make the automated wiring process go a little bit quicker. Maybe we're just out of something. I don't know. We'll have to go see. Okay, so making that is just taking it a little bit for that to happen, and that's okay. So it is making the wiring. It's just the cable and stuff is taking the most time. We can go and put in that 50 that we have, and maybe we can get that going a little bit quicker. I just didn't realize that it had gone down quite that quick. So there is that. Let's go ahead and see if we can get this stuff in. I think that would be good. I'm just going to split that. We'll put that much in because I may need some for something else. I don't know. We will have to go and see. So all of this is actually taking a lot longer than what I thought it would. I need to go see how the plastic and stuff is doing anyway, so I'm going to work on that. And we are getting very close to opening that up. I am going to open that up before the episode is done. That is for sure. And now I'm still waiting for those adaptive control units to be done. There's quite a few more to go. Things are just kind of a little slow. It takes 24 seconds to make each of the advanced wiring things or whatever. So that's going to be a little bit. In the meantime, let's go ahead and let's go see if we can research the zip line. So we'll start that research. Okay.
Zipline unlocked. When equipped, the zipline facilitates travel along power lines, regardless of whether the line is powered. Note: based on previous Pioneer events, Fixit recommends not using ziplines during thunderstorms and typhoons, or while drinking coffee.
While drinking coffee. Okay. So we're going to have some more of the Caterium to open that up. And the rebar stuff, I don't know. Looks like we need rebar. I don't know where we make the rebar at. That's something I just don't know. I'm going to go see what I can figure out. We are getting stuff researched. It is kind of a mess right now, but we will eventually get a lot of this stuff researched. And wherever the rebar is, I don't know. I guess I could open up in the codex if I were to look in there. So let's go ahead and go see what that is, because that much I do not know. Let's do that. We will iron rebar, open in codex. Rebar can be shot using the rebar gun for self-defense purposes. Okay, recipes. We don't have the iron rebar yet. So that's probably something that will be coming once we open up stage 4 or phase 4, I mean. So maybe we should think about doing that. And we're going to have to start getting the plastic going over there because we're going through plastic like crazy. And this whole time it has been doing stuff. I do have quite a few of these cables on me. And one of the biggest problems that I'm having is these are just, I put a whole bunch in there, and then I have this going up into there. So it is making a whole bunch into this one right here. So it's making these automated wiring, and you can see there's a whole bunch of them in there. It's just not making it as fast as I am hoping that it would, but that's okay. That does happen. Let me just go and drop another batch in there so we have that. And then let's go back up top. It was at 28 the last time I was up there a couple of minutes ago. I don't know if it's going to be close to that 50 or not. We just need 50 more is all we need. We're getting closer. It is definitely going to be a little bit before that is done, but once it is, then we'll be doing pretty good. So what I might do is just go ahead and see by getting some plastic going over to the other side. Let me go and see what I can do with that. I'll get a tractor going. And I have a tractor over there I think I will use. And I think that should work. Let me go see what he has for fuel. And hopefully he will be doing okay. He doesn't have any fuel at all. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the petroleum coke in there. And he should get fueled up. And then we'll have some plastic going back and forth. We should be just about ready with those 50 of the adaptive control units. What I've had to do also is put up another assembler up here that is making just the automated wiring. So we have that going on. It is a little bit slow process. I'm going to have to make some more cable to be able to make this a little bit quicker because it is kind of slowing down right now. And we do have enough of the stuff in here. This one is almost done. We should have enough right at the exact amount. Yay! It has taken quite a while to get this done because it gets all backed up and the logs and all that stuff. So there is that. But it is now done, so let's just go ahead and let's put this thing in and let's go start phase 4. So I do have a tractor doing the plastic right now. It is going back and forth on this side over here. You can see the line right there. So he is moving. He is doing really good. He's keeping the plastic going, and that's what matters. This guy's getting empty, and we are close to getting stuff a little bit better for the way that I would like it to be. Let's go ahead and put this guy in right now. Let's get him in. He is now done. Yay! Now, let's go do the all-important task, and that is launching this to start phase 4. So let's go ahead and do this, and then we will load him. It'll get sealed. Then I will tighten it up.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 3 project part shipment is finally ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 3 will be completed and the main body will be constructed. You should know how this works by now. You'll get access to Tiers 7 and 8 in the hub. In fact, perhaps you should just go look at the technologies there yourself. It's all laid out so that even a monkey could understand it, so you should have no issues.
Rude.
Speaking of which, I don't think you need a reminder about project parts. Instead, I will be providing some interesting facts. Did you know the average pioneer succeeds at saving the day? Did you know the average pioneer knows how to optimize pipe throughput? Did you know the average pioneer stays late at work because they care about humanity? Anyway, I thought you might want to know more about your peers. Good luck in Phase 4.
Okay, so you heard her say saving humanity, and that's part of the whole thing going on. Let's go ahead and send this. That is so cool to watch. And then it sends it all the way up. And then I can begin doing it.
Phase 3 of Project Assembly completed. Fixit's predictions indicate pioneers should generally reach this point faster with above average results, but we should all adjust our expectations according to the situation. It is understandable. The pressure and complexity will only increase from here, so be sure to take on Phase 4 with efficiency and competence.
Look at all the stuff being built. That is crazy. That is a lot of stuff. Holy moly. That's pretty doggone awesome, I do gotta say. Okay. Well, that part has been done, so now we have Phase 3 out of the way, which was very complicated. Now we can start looking at Phase 4. So this is Pipeline Engineering Mark II. I've had this stuff ready for a while. I just haven't launched it yet. That's what this is down here. So let's go ahead and get this launched now, and then we're ready to go there.
Milestone reached. Pipelines and pipeline pumps can now be upgraded to Mark II. They are like Mark I, but better. Pipes seem to be objects of fascination to humans. In fact, there are recorded instances of humans doing nothing but thinking about pipes for hours.
Depends on what kind of pipe you're talking about there, lady. So, we won't go into those details, but... So, now, we do have these two things to still do in the railroad signaling, but in Tier 7 now, we now have bauxite refinement, so we can do that, which is going to take a lot of stuff. So now we got to find aluminum and stuff. And we have a hover pack. I don't exactly know anything about it. And then we have logistics Mark 5, which is going to be very, very fast. Hazmat suit. Yay! That's going to be interesting. I don't know any of that stuff there. I have no idea what a lot of that stuff is. We will be making more stuff as we go, and control system development. Most of this stuff is going to be pretty easy to do. It's some of the other stuff that's going to be a little harder. So that's where we're going to need this right here, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So we have started doing this stuff, and then of course in Tier 8 we have aeronautical engineering, which is drones, cool. Nuclear energy, and advanced aluminum production. I have no idea anything about that. We'll find that out soon. And leading edge production and particle enrichment, and all this stuff is so complicated looking. It's going to be maddening and hair pulling and everything else, but we will get this figured out, and we will start making more products. We will get stuff done, but we do have Phase 3 done. So we are working on Phase 4 now, and that's going to be quite a while down the road, but we are beginning to do that. We do have plastic production, and we now have a bunch of Caterium over there, not too far away. That is coming in soon. I will have to go and empty the container and then start making a bunch of that for whatever we need. We have been researching quite a few things, and now I think that we are ready to move on to some better, harder stuff that's going to really test our skills and see if we can actually do this like we say that we are and have been. And hopefully we will not fail, really super bad, but I think we'll do okay. We are learning a lot here, and we're doing a lot of things, and maybe we can get some things organized a little bit better and continue working to get things looking much better. This is Satisfactory. Thank you for joining me here. If you've enjoyed this episode, drop a like on the video, and I will talk to you next time. You have a great day, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.